Hi guys, I'm excited to do a review of this barbecue today. I've really enjoyed cooking on this thing over the past month. Justin Holderness built it from JH Smokers down just south of Los Angeles, and fantastic company. Some of the best quality craftsmanships and welding I've seen on any of these custom pits that I've taken a look at and reviewed over the last several months. But we'll walk through every aspect of the pit. Show you lots of close-ups. We'll work our way around it, talk about everything that you would expect to hear and have reviewed on a comprehensive review of a smoker like this. Also give you some feedback and observations of the first several cooks that I've had on it. Really have cooked a myriad of meats from 13-hour brisket cook, several slabs of ribs, pork butt, some chicken, did salmon last night, which was fantastic. But I'll let you know kind of how I'm going about starting the fire, how the temps are holding across the grate, top and bottom grate, and also maybe a few of the modifications that I've made to the pit itself. Very few, but got a buddy here in town who also has a JH Smokers pit. And we've been in touch, and he's been helping me out on some of the things that really make the cook successful for him. So please, if you've got any questions on the pit, of course, I'll put all the contact information down in the comments, along with other resources and things that I talk about too through the review. But any comments you have or questions, throw them down below, and I'll get back to them quick. But thanks for watching, and here we go. All right, we're going to start with just a walk around of the pit, some the dimensions, and just a little bit about the actual pit itself. There's many options that JH Smokers has on their website for pit builds. You've got the standard cylindrical pit. They also have a hexagon shaped pit that does have a little bit more room on the top shelf. I'll open the lid up here in a minute and talk through that. But this pit right here that you're looking at is their 5-foot patio model with the warmer. And the warmer is, I believe it's 20 by 21 are the dimensions of the warmer. The Firebox itself, 24 by 22, solid size Firebox, really a ton of room. We'll show you more pictures on the inside of it here in a minute, but very, very well built. Took 4 of us to get it off the trailer. Sign here on the side, American flag, JH Smokers. This one in particular, I got clear coated with the patina finish, and I don't know if it's coming through on the camera, but it is awesome. I'll show a picture. I'll post a picture down below or above, wherever that's going to go here in a minute, of what the pit looked like when I first got it home. But it is far different now. That patina is really starting to come through. They do custom signs, which this is really great. I'm from Texas originally, living in California, so got the Texas and California states, and Hunt Family Barbecue and Rockland, where we are up in Northern California. But really a good looking pit. You can see the stacks. Obviously it's a reverse flow, but I got stacks coming off the main chamber and stacks coming out of the warmer as well. Kind of starting down at the bottom with these casters. So these are 8-inch casters, and man, they are heavy duty and really nice. They roll very true. The front casters swivel. These two up front, the rear casters do not. They're fixed, but very easy to move. I move this thing quite frequently on the patio. If we got a little bit of weather, I'll pull it up on the covered side. The shelf here, it's got a grate, the same expanded metal here that is on the actual barbecue grates themselves. But awesome for storing wood, whatever you need to. There is a 1-inch ball valve here for your drain. Pretty standard on these, but very nice. Got me this little bucket at Home Depot just to drain everything out. But not a ton of space under here. There's Tucker. Hi, Tucker. He eats all my overflow. Not a ton of space underneath here, but for gloves or maybe just a line of wood or some other materials that you got, good space down here. There's also various shelving options too. The standard shelf that comes on these is a 10-inch shelf. and the width of basically your door, your pit door. I unfortunately had to go with an 8-inch shelf, or it wouldn't fit through my front door to get through the backyard. These lovely suburban homes in California, I could reach out my bathroom window and shake hands with my neighbor. So not a lot of room to get it on the sides of the house, but good shelf. Not all that functional, to be honest, because you got the handle right there that, you know, when you open up the pit. But you know, I hang my spray bottle on the side, or I'll put my my temp probes. I've got a FireBoard. I'll give a review of that here in the next video, but I'll set that on the grate from time to time, or my beverage of choice goes nicely there as well. Okay, so let's open this thing up and see what it looks like on the inside. All right, standard 2 racks here. Obviously, both of these racks come all the way out. So we'll slide these out and just kind of see what's going on back here. I just finished up a cook last night, so a little messy back here. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but you'll see the plate there that obviously the Firebox here, this is a reverse flow. So for those of you that don't have complete knowledge of what that means, the heat, instead of on a standard offset where the smokestack would be here, offset from the Firebox, as you can see on the reverse flow there's your smokestack. So the heat from the Firebox heats up and comes under this plate here, 1/4-inch plate, and then it comes out the opening down there, sorry for the glare, and really just, you know, fills your cooking chamber here, and then one of the great things that Justin does when he builds these is your smokestack there is just below top grate, right above your bottom grate level, and that's where the smoke releases and comes up your stack here. Fantastic flow in this smoker. I mean, I'm telling you, 20 minutes in, 10 minutes in, this thing is just filled with fantastic, good cleaning, depending on the wood, but good clean smoke, and just, pillowing out these smokestacks. So very large cooking grate on the bottom. I'll put the dimensions in the comments below. But again, this comes all the way out, very heavy duty. And you've got your top grate as well, which also, again, I've seen many of these, and there is quite a bit of real estate on this top grate. Good size expanded metal, good support underneath. You can see I'm pushing down on this, and I mean, it's not going anywhere. There's no give. So that is, I'm not sure the thickness on the actual expanded metal, but it's good and it's not going anywhere. And these tack welds are plentiful all around. And again, just very, very high quality. Been very impressed so far with just the build in general. As you can see, this is a quarter inch steel all the way around this pit. So very thick here. And again, the thickness is important, simply for heat retention. And, when you see the $500, $600, $200, $1,000 even pits in the stores, they're not going to have quarter inch steel. They're going to have much thinner steel, and that loses heat a lot faster than others would. And I've already seasoned this really good. You can see just the shine of the cooking oil. I mean, there's hundreds of videos out there on how to season your smoker, but pretty simple process. Justin from JH Smokers gives you a little brochure that walks through their method, very similar to everything else that you hear about. Just spraying it down really good with some cooking oil on the inside of it, lighting the fire up, letting that run through for a little bit, and the color of the metal, darkens up really nicely after the first season. And then, after every time you cook, cleaning it up, spraying a little light coat of the oil on the inside, and you're good to go. So far it's just really doing well and smells great. And friends that come over, the first thing they notice is how heavy that door is to get open, but then the smell is absolutely phenomenal. Let's check out the warmer. So fantastic handles, fully adjustable here. You can see all the different settings with regard to just the tightness, and they clamp down here and then pressure tight, and they are closed. So not going anywhere. You got 2 on the warmer with the temp gauge. Really great size shelves, plenty deep enough and wide enough for your standard restaurant pans. All of these shelves come all the way out as well. And these 2 have all been seasoned. Same expanded metal that are on your main cook grates, and on the storage shelf on the bottom. But no skimping on any of the materials here. A lot of the competitor pits that I've seen with warmers, they'll go smaller gauged steel on these, or the thickness of the actual the posts here would be smaller, but not on this pit. This is the same material that was used on the main grates and the main cooking chamber was used here. One of the modifications that I've put in here, and I'll show you in the Firebox down below, are some fire bricks, just to retain the heat, get you a little bit more time in between logs. But it was recommended that I do that in the Firebox down below, but also just above it, so that the heat on the top of it remains where it needs to be as well. But this is a really great plate here. Again, it's not quite a 1/4 inch, I don't believe, but this plate does a really good job of deflecting the heat. So you've got this opening here, this baffle that can open all the way up and either get all of the heat that you want from down below in the Firebox, or you close it completely off to where you're just getting radiant heat through the metal on the top, and the fire bricks. So I've used this warmer several times with it all the way closed up, running a 225 to 250, 270 grill temperature. This warmer stays right at about 140, 150 degrees. And that's middle shelf here. Gets a little warmer up top. Smokestack up on here for your warmer as well. Exact same. Cool touch handles. These spin all the way open. Very, very easy to operate. Engineered where they get out of the way of the lid. I thought that was pretty cool. When the lid is up, you got good clearance, but not a ton. Just well done there. Nothing hits, but just no added excess space. Just really, really well done there. Let's close this back up. We'll take a look at the Firebox. I did want to point out, this pit comes stock with lava lock temp gauges. They're quite good. They're adjustable. There's a small little hex nut on the back of it, and I have calibrated all of these using my FireBoard. I've got 2 on the main pit and then 1 on the warmer. They were reading probably about 25 to 50 degrees cooler than it actually was in the pit. So making those adjustments gets me closer, but I'm still monitoring it a lot using the FireBoard on the inside. All right, let's check out the Firebox. Again, I mentioned, and I'll put the dimensions down in the comments. I think I'm pretty close that it's 24 inches by 22 inches, 21 or 22 inches. It's got the same latch that we just went over on the warmer. You got your pinwheel vent on the Firebox side. On the side, you have another one on the back of the Firebox there. But really, really good size Firebox. I actually went ahead. This is one of the modifications that I made, as I talked about earlier, and the warmer just above it. But I lined the whole bottom of it and the sides with fire bricks. I've done one cook on it, and let me tell you, the heat retention in the actual Firebox itself was night and day different. My coal bed stayed hotter for longer, went through less wood, so really a great addition, and I'll keep playing with it and see what I think and how I like it. But comes with a great wood tray here. A lot of a lot of smokers and reviews that I read about talk about how the expanded metal on the top is too thick and your hot coals fall through the bottom. But what JH Smokers does, it really is what you see a lot of the modifications on these smokers do after the fact. But there's 2 layers of the expanded metal going in both directions. So very, very small holes, which really prevents any sizable embers from falling down to the bottom, which is great. So it stays in your fire tray, which is quite nice. You can see the entry there underneath your reverse flow chamber where the heat goes that we talked about earlier. Just really great design. And again, this Firebox heats up quick, stays really warm. And I'm using right now, it was recommended a couple different methods, but what's working best for me right now is a chimney full of lump, and then 4 splits laid in your standard log cabins arrangement. And then I've got just a propane torch, about 15-20 seconds of that propane torch, it's going, and 20 minutes later you got a rip-roaring fire that really only takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to get up to 250, 260, on my way to putting the meat on. So great Firebox, and like I mentioned earlier, I believe this thing is about 24 inches by 22 inches, but I'll put the dimensions down in the comments here in a minute. That's my 8-year-old Evie. She's my helper for these videos. Little helper, yep. But yeah, just great size Firebox. Get a lot in there. Good heat retention, and the pit heats up really nicely. A couple other things to point out: the hinges on top, the door hinges. Very simple design, but very effective, very quiet, very smooth, very easy to open. Obviously the weight of the pit is substantial, so it's not something my 8-year-old that you just met can't open the door by herself. But hinges here are great. Hinges on the actual on the warmer, pretty standard traditional hinge that you can service quite easily here if you need to. Very, very nice and heavy duty. I also opted for 4 temp probe openings on the main pit. So you'll see here these nuts unscrew, and then you've got space for your temp probes to go in the main chamber, and then 2 here on the side. Sorry, the sun's a pain right now, but 2 here on the side of the warmer box as well. And as I mentioned, my FireBoard, I've got the magnetic holder, so that sucker goes right here, and then it's got plenty of room to reach anywhere I need to across the pit. Another couple of things too, just the quality of the welds. When you guys are looking at, pit builders, one thing like the actual lid itself, the surround, you can see here these welds all the way across. 100% of the door is welded. That's something that that's not typically seen. Some of the local pit builders around here are not fully welding this all the way around, and so it's just really well done. The welds of the actual Firebox, just really consistent and clean, good looking welds. And really even for the shelf as well, not all the way across, but attention to being evenly spaced, and just very aesthetically pleasing to anybody that's going to be looking at this thing. So over-engineered, absolutely. Incredibly heavy, yes. Awesome heat retention. Really, I'm only getting about, I'd say maybe 10 degrees difference. With the warmer spot being down here where the heat first comes out and up, and about 10 or 12 degrees cooler on this side right before it exits the pipe out of here. And again, I mentioned it earlier, but about 150 degrees on the warmer when I'm up to 260, 270 in the main pit. And I haven't played around too much with opening this up and using this as a vertical smoker, but you absolutely could. And I think in time I will be doing that. So JH Smokers, fantastic product, really well built. Love the patina. It really honestly looks different to me every week. More and more of that rust coming out and changing. And it's just been a lot of fun to watch. So all of Justin's contact information is below. Hit him up. He'll give you a great deal. Message him for pricing. A lot of add-ons on this particular pit. The warmer was an add-on. The temp probes add-ons. And so they can customize anything and everything you want. If you want oversized golf cart tires, no problem. Different paint options, different temperature thermometer options, you name it. And again, we'll end back here with the nice custom CNC work done. They can do anything for you. $100. Tacked on all four sides, not going anywhere, but just really well done. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave any questions or comments that you have down below, and happy barbecuing.